Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? It is Ana Divise Ayubiocho. I hopefully I'm gonna be able to do this. Let's see. My service is a little wonky. It says I'm live. Okay. Hey y'all, what's up? My service may be a little wonky. As you can see, I am in the car. We have basketball. We have a tournament. Well, Grant has a tournament. So we're here and we're staying committed. I won't be home till super late. So I was like, oh, let me just go live. Hi, brother. I don't even know if my internet is good enough for you to see me. Can you see me? It might be a little wonky. I don't know. But yeah, so we're at basketball. This is my life. I was like, before when I went live every day, I went live like Monday through Friday because on weekends, you know, hi, manito bendición. Oh, okay, because it lags, so I don't know. But yeah, so I am dedicating myself to going live every single day. My consistency challenge. Last time, like I said, I went live Monday through Friday, and I wasn't going live on weekends because I don't have a life on weekends. I don't have a life any day. We're just at these sports. So we've been here. Hey, boo. We've been here at basketball. We had a game we drove 2 hours and we had a game at 12:20. And then we have a 4 hour break. And then the next game is like at 5:40. Then we have to drive back. Yeah. So welcome to my life. I'm like, what are we doing? But yeah, we lost the first game. I wasn't so fun. So now we have a 4 hour break and it's a little harder. I told Grant, I was like, bro, I'm gonna support you from at home. I miss like the games, like he was just in Florida for his tournament. Obviously, I couldn't be there. So when he's like local, I want to be there, but I'm like, we spent 150. Now you saying Dios te bendiga. Bendiciones. Dios te bendiga. But I was like, we spent 100 and something. I'm over it. My brother said, welcome to Travel Sports Family Life. He's been playing basketball since he was in third grade. I shouldn't be surprised. Why am I like every time he's about to be a sophomore in high school? Hi sis, I see you. I see you. You see me, I see you. Hi boo. I didn't leave you out. Wait, how did I leave you out? I said bendición. Que Dios te bendiga. How did I leave you out, boo? But yeah, we've been at this for years and I'm still like, bro, just do you want to play every weekend? I'm like, you want to quit? It's $150, bro. It costs $75 to get in. Then we had to feed everybody. And mind you, we're gonna have to feed everybody again. And Gigi, she's gonna want something from the concession stand. Yeah, fun times. Welcome, welcome. I complain, but I love it. I seriously love it. I love watching them play and all the things. We don't have baseball, so thank God. But yeah, I was like, let me hop on and let's talk, let's chat, so I can be consistent. But I'm not gonna stay too long because it's hot in this car. It is 90 degrees in Texas, and I'm like, look it. I left my house cute, my hair puffed up. I mean, I am cute. You know what I mean. Like I'm cute, but I was like cute. I know. I am gonna miss it. I'm already getting like sad because I look at Grant and I'm like, bro, he has a mustache. I have to text you, Manita. I have to text you an updated picture of him. I was looking at him. I'm like, yo, you look like Ethan, bro. You look like your cousin. Like, how is this possible? But I know I'm gonna miss it. I'm already like, we have 2 summers basically because he's gonna be a sophomore. That last summer before college or wherever he decides to go, or wherever God takes him, he's gonna be with his friends. He already just wants to be with his friends. I'm like, so I'm gonna miss it. I know. I'm like, just say some prayers and drink some caffeine. Y cállate. Just cállate. Just do it. Because I know I'm gonna miss it. I know it flies by, but I can't even deal with how grown they are. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. But yeah, today I was thinking about how, well, it kind of relates to this, how we go through certain things in life and like seasons of life that just go by so fast, or tough times that you're like, when you're in it, you're like, yo, I wish, I can't wait to get out of this, or like, it's so heavy, but like everything is temporary. The good things are temporary, the hard things are temporary, and sometimes we don't realize it. Like, I was thinking about when I was pregnant with Grant, bro, because so we were at Chick-fil-A. I saw a pregnant woman, walking in to sign in for like her shift or whatever. And I was like, I remember being pregnant with Grant, and I was a waitress. I was a waitress at, what's that rest? It was a Melting Pot. And I was so tired. So tired. Yes. Like summer before high school, he'll be working, doing sports. I'm not ready. He needs a job. Knowing him, some way he's gonna bamboozle him his way and try not to get a job. I'm like, you need a job right now. Okay? You're just sitting around, just wanna go to these parties with his friends. I'm like, yo, all that stuff costs money. But yeah, so I was like, I was pregnant with Grant, and I was a waitress. And at that time, E and I were just dating. I was still in college, and I was in so much pain, and I was just trying to graduate, and I was literally trying to make it because I was also planning a wedding, and everything was hard about that season. And I'd be like waddling with my big tray, and I'm like, just I was in so much pain that Annie had to like take me to the bathroom in the middle of the night, like carry me. Well, like carry me. He would hold my hands, and I'd be waddling like this because I have back issues from an accident. But it was just a hard season. And I just remember I can't wait for this to be over. And like now it's a distant memory. You know what I mean? So it's like I just think about like everything being temporary and being grateful. One, when things are good. Um, but that sounds bad because you don't know how long it'll last. But then knowing also that if you're going through a tough time, that's not gonna last. This too shall pass. You know what I mean? And it'll be a memory. So related to sports and what my brother said. My brother's so wise. I love him. But enjoying this season because yes, it is hard. I'm not gonna lie. I joke around. It is really, really hard. It's like I don't have a social life. I don't have time for friends. I don't have time for a lot of things. And so that's hard. It costs a lot of money. That's hard. But there's also joyful moments. And I know that I'll look back and be like, yeah, he'll be married with kids, and I'll be like my brother, just like it'll be, a distant memory kind of thing. So I guess today we're enjoying where we are, being content where we are, and knowing that this too shall pass. So like take advantage and enjoy it. You know what I mean? But what are y'all up to? What are y'all up to? What are y'all doing today? What do normal people do on Saturdays besides sit in a hot car waiting for the next game? What do normal people do? I always wonder what normal people do. Because when I was younger, when I was a teenager, when I was, let's say I was Grant's age at 15, I was either working or I was volunteering at the Lawrence Boys and Girls Club. You know what I mean? So I always wonder, it's like, what do other people do? And now that I'm a mom, it's sports and work. It's what we do. I'm like, what do other people do? You just sit around? Do you go out? I don't know. I don't know. What do we do? What do we do? I'm hot. Put this window down, child. This window down. It's so hot here. I know you started working at 14, boo. Isn't it crazy? I love the fact that we get to give our kids a different experience. Because I was like, I tell, like, Grayson's 12. I'm like, bro, I was working at 12. I was working at a bakery. I used to work 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. in the summer. I used to bake bread and be hot in there. And I'd come out, I'd be like, it's dark. Like, I didn't even hang out. You know what I mean? And now they get to play video games. They get to hang out with friends. I love that for them. I love that for them. It's a different life. When we talk about breaking cycles, you know, like it is very wild. Like our kids don't have to go through what we did, like what we went through, or building a different life. And part of it too is like, who was I talking to about? But like over, what was I gonna say? Overcompensating or creating not too much of a soft life because they should be kids, but still instilling like hard work and, like that type of stuff. Still making them earn certain things because life ain't free. You were working at Brigham and Women's Hospital, bro? What? I love that. Do you ever like I see the patterns of my life of like where I worked and stuff like that and where I am now. Like, like I worked at Lawrence Boys and Girls Club and I worked with kids. And even now I work with kids and I work with families. And it's like the little lights of the things that you did that you loved. And then as an adult that you get to go back and do. You know what I mean? I know. I tell my kids all the time. Like, I was working at 12 and I was doing this at 12. And they're like, yeah, you grew up in the hood and you were in gangs and part of gangs. It's such a different life. I also started drinking alcohol at 12 years old. So I'm telling you, like, I went through all that so that you wouldn't have to go through it. You know what I mean? Like, I had a hard life, gave me tough skin. I'm grateful for a lot of things that I went through. A lot of things was just, part of life, but it helped in my journey. I'm like looking around because I'm like, there's just so much going on, you know? He has to work next year. I know. I'm like, they're getting to the point. Thank you, Manito. I appreciate you. Yeah, I like share parts of my journey, the not so good stuff too, because I told my like, Grant's old enough, he's gonna be 15. I told him I was in a toxic relationship in high school. You know what I mean? I'm like, even though I'm a woman and as a girl, I'm like, I needed to know my worth and all that. You as a young man need to know your worth too, because I think we talk about women and we talk about girls knowing their worth, and that's important. But as a man, baby, know your worth. Don't let any little girl talk to you any old kind of way. The same thing that I would tell Gianna, I would tell you. It has no gender. You know your value, know your worth. Don't let people come out of pocket and a girl treat you like crap. Know your worth. Because I was like, yeah, girl, yes. These kids are all expensive. I told Grant, I'm like, bro, start a business because I'm also like, I want you to know like hard work, but also you're smart enough to be able to start a business now. All the stuff that I didn't know. Why do you don't have a shirt on? Where are you going? Is there a pool here? Because he's walking in the parking lot in camisa, like he doesn't have a shirt on. But what are we doing? I don't know. But yeah, I'm like, do something. I'm like, you could start like social media. He started a t-shirt. I'll post a picture and I'll show you guys. I helped him design the t-shirt. Boom, we printed it. He puts it on and he rocks it, but he doesn't promote it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, where's your hustle? You know, the Dominican and Laurentian and me comes out sometimes. I'm like, where's your hustle? Your grit, come on. And he's like, I live in the suburbs. Like, the hustle's a little different. It's a little different. I don't know. They ain't got it like that. They ain't hungry for it. Let me stop. The heat is getting to me. All right, I'm done. All right, I'm consistent. I'm showing up every single day. That's why we're friends. You are me and I am you. Like, come on. It's like legit. It's like, bro. And they're like, huh? Yeah. I'm like, getting a job will show them too, because like working for someone else is like, like there's some stuff there's lessons in that. So he'll be all right. He'll learn. Like, ugh, child. Matches investment. I like that. Me and you, we always here. We here. We just need to live in the same state now. Okay. You know what's funny? You and my brother are watching together. Don't say that's a sign. Florida. Again, I can't move to Florida. I don't know where my accent just came out. No puedo. No puedo. All right, I'm leaving y'all because it's too hot. Yeah, thanks for keeping me company. I love y'all. I have 30 minutes. So go see what Gigi's up to. I wish I could take a nap. I was like low key got in a hotel cheaper because he has I'm like, what? I agree. Working for this is a good learning experience. Yeah, he's going. He's going somewhere. Get a job somewhere. You got to clock in. There's a lot of value to that. So he will be getting a real job. I'm gonna send him to Florida so he could go get with you over there. Hi, my love. Okay, I'm leaving for real now. I'll be back tomorrow. What was I gonna say? I gotta say my spiel. If you're a wife looking for community, the Wife at the Well, we have our meetups every single month. And we talk about having healthy, Christ centered marriages. We talk about all things that wives get to talk about. And we're fasting on Wednesdays. So sign up. The link is in the bio. And what else? That's all we have going on right now. But I'm working on some stuff. I'm excited. The podcast is coming back soon. And I'm just excited for everything that God is doing in this season because I'm going hard. We're doing all the things that God is telling us to do because I really have a passion to build up healthy, Christ-centered families. And, it's time. Yo, nah, you're like the best uncle and you're fun, but they don't know that side of you that you are strict. Because I told Grayson, I said, I'm about to send you to Ruben's house. And he was like, okay, I could play baseball. I said, yeah, honey, you could play baseball, but also Theo don't play that. You're not going to Theo's house just to have fun. Like, you could go for 3 days and be like, hee. But if you're staying there for a few weeks, my brother don't play that. I was like, you just know the fun side. Maybe we should keep it that way because you're gonna scare them. No, I'm just kidding. You're still the best uncle. You're just strict, and I love it. It's what they need. It's what they need. People passing by, I'm like talking to myself, talking on a computer. Hi, boo. I just saw you. That my accent is strong. It is. It just pops out out of nowhere. It's just, I just embrace it. And thank you. July 17th. Did I say July 17th for our next meetup? Oh, and I'm going live Monday. Just reminded me. I have to post that. I have to confirm the time and post that so y'all can join me on Monday night. I have a special guest. I told y'all we're doing life together, and we were cooking the other day. Today we're in the car while I'm waiting for basketball. We're doing life together. I'm bringing guests on. I have another guest. We haven't locked in a date, but that's going to be amazing. We're going to talk about mental health. So I'm excited. The next few days, no, I said next few days. All right, the heat is getting to me. The next few weeks are going to be amazing. So lock in with me in the email. Yes, July 17th. Okay. Sign up for the Wife at the Well. Link in the bio so that you can get all the info. I know you're excited because it's you. Just in case you didn't know, I'm on live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So if you can't see comments, it's because it's all the things. I didn't go live on TikTok because it takes, then I have to do my phone. It's a lot of coordinating. But all right. I love y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. Come back tomorrow. All right. Bye, y'all.